This is Matrix Lord 212, and welcome to the Everything Show. This is my podcast where I basically talk about everything. So I wanted to come on here alone and talk about the day's events. November 19th, 2024 is the day that I had reached my gaming goal and defeated Hakoom and took my rank back. Although he wasn't the one I took it back from, but I'm just going on my phone to see if they updated it to rectify and show that I am fourth rank. And I'm going to find this out. I don't know how long it takes. But yes, it is official. I am fourth rank. And I'm going to show that on here. Okay, let's see. Let me go on this and okay, I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just get this off. Here it is. I'm fourth rank, 52 in the world. And let me just, I have currently 7,437 trophies. Star rank is 2264. 1,800, I'm sorry, 187,523 trophies, as you can see. And go in here. I'm going to show that TJ Meat is number 1. Raining Elbows is number 2. Mr. Dealer's number 3. And I am number 4. And Hakoom is number 5. So there you go. There you have it. So I had set this goal years ago. I said I want to be the number 1 gamer in America and then the world. And at the time I said I'm going to beat Hakoom, which Hakoom was the number 1 gamer in America and the world. And I remember how all these people on the internet there was a whole bunch of people that was such filled with hatred, such filled with negativity, such filled with doubt, and always telling me they were the expert. Always telling me, you can't do it. You won't do it. It is impossible. People had tried to say statistics and, oh, you'll never do this. You would have to do this amount of trophies every single day in order to pass Hakoom or pass this person. And they were very doubtful, very hateful, no faith at all. Still in my mind, determined, said I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I didn't care what the odds were. I didn't care if it was impossible. I would make it possible. And along the way, people had wanted to be part of this journey. And along the way, I made some new friends. And I had was working at the time, a lot of hours. And I guess I was friends with this guy called Unknown Mia Moon, and he became my game advisor, telling me what to buy and not buy. And I felt, because I was kind of lazy, because I felt, I'm working all these hours, I don't have the time to look and see what I should buy and not buy. Since when? Right? Like, life is always busy, so why would I need a game advisor? That's stupid. But I was lazy, and I'm like, oh, just look and tell me what games are good to buy and not buy. That's like saying, oh, go to the supermarket and go buy my groceries, like a personal assistant. And um, I really didn't need that. But along the way, you're thinking, okay, well, what is it going to hurt? And in the end, it was a thing where I felt was the wrong decision. I should have just did it on my own because ultimately, maybe people get too close. I notice sometimes, and then they want to be able to shape or change. And I felt upset because I was like, it's one thing to advise on gaming, but YouTube, I don't need a YouTube advisor. I don't need to be told what to talk about, when to talk about, who to talk about, what podcasts to do, what not to do. And then when something came up about Doctor Who, like an explanation to me on why I'm getting busy with, you know, Doctor Who season 3 that's not happening yet when I ordinarily was claimed wouldn't. I'm like looking at that, I'm like, no, I ordinarily would get busy with Doctor Who always. So that was the wrong opinion or claim from my game advisor about. I'm like, oh, he's got it all wrong about me because I'm always talking about Doctor Who. He's just in it for the gaming, I guess, or whatever. But if you're only in it for the gaming, why are you making judgment calls on the YouTube thing? So, person wants to part company, but then blocks, which I don't. This day and age, this generation, I don't get. The nobody could have a debate anymore. Nobody could disagree and just move on. No, I mean, and nobody forced him to be a game advisor. He wanted to, but I noticed, like I said, once I was out of work, that I was basically doing what I was supposed to be doing and research it myself. So a lot of times when he said buy this game, I'm like, oh, I bought it already, or oh, I already saw it already, or already going to do it already. So ultimately, I don't know why. I really didn't need a game advisor. So it wasn't like if he didn't tell me to buy a game, I'm the one that made the decision to buy the games, and I always did what I wanted to do anyway. I wanted buying different stuff than what he said sometimes. So, but it's just the one thing that bothers me is the closure with it. With makes a statement he doesn't want to be a game advisor anymore. He wants to go do his own thing. Good luck to you, and but then blocks. Why are you blocking? You know, and I made some videos about it, and I was kind about it to try to be diplomatic and not be nasty because I was actually hurt because I was talking to this person for years, so I assumed that we were friends. And when I did videos, I was editing it because I'm like, no, you can't say this, you can't say that, just be nice, be professional. But ultimately, I was commenting on Twitter, and I'm like, no, you know what? I usually don't have regrets, but I do have regrets. I have regrets telling unknown fuck off because that was a fucked up thing to do. And that's my opinion. That's a fucked up thing to do. If you don't want to be a game advisor, don't be a game advisor. But you don't have to go away. We were friends. You don't have to be a dick like that and block. So I don't care. Like I want to say how I truly feel, and like I said, I usually don't have regrets. So I'm here to say fuck off, unknown, and don't. You can take offense to it because you know what I would never do that to you and just fucking block you and because we didn't agree on something like that's fucked up. So I was mad about that. But ultimately, like I said, yes, I did it alone. Like I when I achieved it, I was alone, and I didn't do any podcasts, I didn't do anything, but I always started out alone, and just to do this journey. So I wasn't sad that I was alone. I was sad that I didn't tell him off. So I did, as and I got it off my chest, and he shouldn't take offense because it's my true feelings, and I have no ill will towards anyone. But I had to just say that because it's me. Fuck off. Um, so ultimately, like I said, we had haters across the years. Where are they now? Where are the people now that in the comment section said there's no possible way I could ever achieve this, even if he wasn't playing at full strength? Um, they said they're going to come back and comment. Where are they? I've done it. But I'm going to continue to do it. Now, with Paul Lamb, we always, last year he was an enemy. I don't see him as an enemy now. But again, when I say don't take offense, don't take offense. I don't want help with any game. I've always been that way. I don't want you to tell me while I'm live streaming how to do it, right? And I've said this until I was blue in the face, right? I have clashed with Liam because Liam does his live streams. You go on his live streams, you watch his live streams, you respect his live streams. You don't tell his live stream on a live stream, undermine him and say what you need to do, what you don't need to do. You respect that you going on his live stream. When people go on my live stream, do it this way. You got to jump. Why? Why are you doing that? Just enjoy the live stream. And then it's the egos come out, and I guess Paul Lamb's ego comes out, and he's like, "You're never gonna rise if you don't do it the fastest. If you don't do it this way." And I'm like, I am gonna rise the way I want to do it because I've been rising the way I want to do it. So again, worry about you. I worry about me. So then I guess you know this was happening. Like you were just making comments, whatever, and I was talking to Unknown about it, and I guess Unknown was not happy with me and everything, and he said I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have done that. So I reflected on it, and I said yes, I should have, and that's why I made the video. I'm sorry, Paul Lamb, being myself, you know. Uh, and again, I don't see Paul Lamb as an enemy. I see him as a, you know, a friendly, thing. Like people fight like friends. But I've always wanted him to show his profile, his his trophy list, so we can properly compete. You can't properly compete with somebody in gaming if you don't know what their trophies are, and everybody is an open book if you are competing. To me, if you're being secretive and you're being private and you're building up, you see everybody profile. So you're making the strength to beat everyone, but you're doing it privately, which is wrong because no one can see you. It's like a boxer that fights you, but you can't see him, right? So that's not fair. Like you're looking at the best and worst of everyone, and in private, you're getting all these platinums, and then you're talking smack with an ego, like who you are, right? But you're gonna just emerge and then instantly be number one. It doesn't work that way, right? So then I guess I get this, I made a video. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry, Hakoom, because I was interacting with Hakoom, but like my game advisor said, he got negative, like a dig to me, and I never mentioned to him we're competing. He knows we're competing, me and him, but I'm like, oh, worry about your family and it's sad what happened to you and everything. I mean, I'm listening to his case about how he feels he was wronged by PlayStation, but he's not bringing the case of all these other accusations came up about him cheating, about him having a team and giving PlayStation to other people to play for him, and that his trophies and their trophies didn't line up because it was both at the same time and it was impossible. So he doesn't see himself as doing anything wrong, and he's using this thing that happened as why he was banned when that may not necessarily be the case. And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. it's just an opinion of mine that if you're under investigation for cheating, why aren't you making a video going into detail on the games that you're accused of cheating? And if that's the case, that you really want to show you're not a cheater, why are you hiding one platinum from view when you could clearly see that the numbers on True Trophies to PlayStation profiles are different by one? So in other words, it was told by me, again, I'm not saying that it's true or not because I didn't really research it, but person's claiming that if he released that platinum that was hidden, he would lose his entire he would basically lose all Guinness books and all things because the game was hacked or whatever, and he shouldn't have gotten it or something. I don't know, but the thing is, I just wish he would have made a video detailing why people think he's a cheater or not, and explaining how he's not, or maybe he is. Instead, he makes a claim that people brought up to me that was a dig to me, that something to the effect of me rising in the ranks of shovelware or something to beat him. And you can't say that argument with me because if you go on Hakoom's profile, he's got shovelware. Now he makes the claim that he is retired from competition. So now this is a debate with me with people in the comments section. So if you retire from competition, if you're playing for fun, okay, we see you play Wukong, we see you play Spider-Man 2. Those are games that you would like and you would buy if you weren't given free games, right? Because he says Sony stopped giving him free games, right? So we see he's significantly playing less, right? Now, you could say he's not getting a million free games like he used to, and he's just using it out of his own pocket, okay? Or, hypothetically speaking, you could say he doesn't have the team playing for him anymore, and it's just him. We don't know. It's just odd that if you're not in competition, well, let me bring up the next point. The next point is, for the very games that he said he can't stand, the shovelware or the games that are quick to beat, right? Not necessarily the point and click 1 second video or 1 minute, but like the shovelware where like people take 5 minutes or 10 minutes, right? He's playing them. And it's like, that's a paradox because you just said those are the worst games ever. So why would you play those games if you hate those games? And if you're not in competition anymore, why would you play those games that you don't have to play? Like, if you're in competition, you're forced to play these games. If you're not in competition, you would never play the games you say you hate because you don't have to anymore, right? So why are you playing them? And why is this added to your trophy list? And you've got another 500 or 1,000 or whatever, right? Makes no sense. Now, he could say he's retired or he resigned, or okay, maybe he did resign as a spokesperson for Sony. And he may say he resigned from competition in 2021, which I don't believe. I mean, I believe it now that he's resigned in competition, but I don't believe he resigned in 2021 because look at all the trophies that he got and he played the games he said he hated. Doesn't make sense, right? You say you hate those games. So you're not forced to play those games anymore. You don't have to play those games anymore, and you are playing those games. So I just, this is not a bash towards him. It's just an open debate on him, on Hakoom. So like, you want to make a dig to me? People always do, I guess. It's fine, but get ready to back up your words, you know. Now, I am going to screen share this again because it's on my mind. And, you know, I'm sure people have their own opinion. So this is his profile, right? Okay. Of course, I passed it. I got 2,264. He's got 2,262. He's got 7,311, but on True Trophies, he's got 7,312. So he's got one platinum hidden and some trophies hidden. And this is his stats. Now, of course, eventually I will pass the 207,379. That's for later. But let's just see what he's playing. Honkai Star Rail, okay, and Puzzle Quest 3, okay, and the Lilies Wukong. Wukong is a major AAA title, I guess, that he recently platinumed, right? That's his most recent platinum. And Astrobot he got in September. So obviously he's not playing all the games he would play if he got for free. He platinumed he completed Stellar Blade. There's no platinum for Stellar Blade. It's odd. But let's just go down to Rise of Ronin. Okay, yeah, that's a good game. Final Fantasy. Okay, but let's just scroll, and here we go. Hidden Bunny, Cat Ping Pong, Hidden Bunny, Cat Ping Pong. So right off the bat, let's just look at this for a second, okay? If you're not in competition, you wouldn't be worried about stacking. Now, stacking is basically when you're in competition, you buy all the versions of a game that's released, right? So S Mobile has Cat Ping Pong, comes out in North America, comes out in different regions, right? Hidden Bunny, you got the Japan version, right? You wouldn't be, if you're not in competition, you wouldn't platinum a game multiple times. You would, if you, let's just say you just wanted to play Cat Ping Pong, right? And you're not in competition, you would play it once. What would be the reasoning to basically platinum a game multiple times if you're not in competition, right? That is the universal question. Here we go again. The Asia version of Hidden Bunny, the Asia version of Cat Ping Pong, right? Quiz the Germany. Why would you be playing these games if you're not in competition? You wouldn't. And he put down these games, these games that took 22 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes. He said he hates these games. And he says he hates that it ruins competition. So if you hate a game and you're not in competition, you don't play these games. So this is where I feel, in my opinion, he is full of shit. Because he is playing the very games he states he hates. Now, again, I feel he's full of shit because he was worried about his titles. Even though he said he's retired now, look at this shit. Don't tell me you're trying to bullshit somebody. You are not in competition, Hakoom, and you retired from competition, but you felt like playing Stroke the Rabbit in June of 2023, and you're not in competition. A game that is just a one. There's no reason why Hakoom, the greatest gamer, self-proclaimed greatest gamer and top gamer in the world in America, retires from competition, hates the shovelware games, and plays Stroke the Rabbit. Period. No reason behind that. You play the friggin' shittiest games that you hate. And I feel you're lying to the audience. You're saying you're not in competition. If you're not in competition, bro, yes, you're playing Spider-Man 2, but you're not playing quiz the Croatia. Come on, bro. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. You want to knock me and say I need to play these games to beat you. You're playing the same game, so shut the fuck up. In a friendly way, bro. In a friendly way. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're so full of shit. And the problem is that these people are making videos about you. Oh, we're with Team Hakoom and shit like that and all this other shit. I'm a gamer with you. And I'm telling you, in the most friendliest way possible, much love, but you're full of shit. You're so full of shit, bro. You want on your spare time play Stroke the Hamster, Hakoom? When you're not, why don't you just make a new video saying, oh, you didn't really retire in 2021. You got the year wrong. It's really 2024. Because, bro, come on. And you have people defending you on my channel. Like, oh, he's not in competition. Why is he playing Stroke the Horse? He said he hates these games. He purely fucking hates it. So if you're not in competition, you don't have to play these games ever again. Ever again. Why is he playing these games? Well, he would have thousands of games less, obviously. Right? It's big, and again, it's an ego with him. He's not in competition, but he is in competition because he wants to have thousands more. He doesn't want to have someone beat him as bad or whatever. Come on, man. We're us gamers are not born yesterday. Us in the top 10 and top 5, we know what the deal is. Other people don't. How many fucking times you playing Stroke the Hamster, bro? Or Jumping Pizza when you're saying you're retired? Come the fuck on, man. You're bullshitting me. You know what I would like? Just come and make a video and saying, makes you slow 2 and 2. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. I am bullshitting you. Now that I think about it. Ha 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 ha. That would be great. You'd be honest. But I sincerely doubt that Hakoom is retired and he's playing the Jumping Chocolate Santa or the Jumping Cookie. I really doubt it. Or Mermaido. All these games that would never play on Sunday. Nick and Kit. This is in January of 2023. So who are you competing with then? Like you just don't want people to have more platinums than you, or you wanted to stay relevant, and so again, here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna make a bold statement, and I'm gonna do a guess. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this whole thing about retirement's bullshit, and that for whatever reason, like just now he kind of slowed up. But I feel he will be 100% back to competition by January. And you'll see a resurgence of Hakoom. Because again, at the end of the day, it's an ego thing. It isn't. He's so full of crap, in my opinion. He doesn't want people to beat him. He doesn't want whatever. So regardless of him having a difference with Sony, this is his legacy. So you're telling me that Hakoom is playing Quamp Jump and the Jumping Pizza Turbo when he's retired, when he hates these games? Yeah, okay, bro. I love you, all right, and I'm telling you much love. But I'm not a friend, but as a friend, I would say you're full of shit, bro. Please stop the bullshit, bro. Like we know, we fucking know, bro. Everybody knows. Everybody may have a little ego, and they know, and they're like, all right, you're mad. You didn't drop out of competition, bro. You're playing the fucking Drift Journey Nitro, bro. In November 2022, bro. That's what you're fucking playing. You're playing Pagmina or fucking Jumping Nuggets or Rise. Froggo 3. Come on, bro. This is what you would play if you're retired. No, you play Spider-Man 2. Yeah. If I was retired and I just played what I like. So here's another thing too, right? In my opinion, he's full of shit about the fucking shovelware games because the shovelware games is what pushed him to new heights. So he fucking loves the shovelware games. Hakoom loves the shit out of shovelware games. Why? Well, if you hate shovelware games and you're retired in 2021, you would not have fucking hundreds of shovelware games. All right? Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. You're retired. You didn't retire, bro. Stop it. Bro, it's taking me minutes and I still can't get through all the shovelware games that you've done since you're retired. You would never play these. It can't even like it's so fucking so many. I doubt it's more than 500. And when I shovelware, I mean not just a point and click for seconds. I'm talking like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, bro. So let's go back. Let's go to 2021, where you say you're retired. Let's see what you were playing in 2021. I don't think it's not much of a difference. I just think you want to explain why you're not playing that much, like the past 2 months, and you're just making some shit up, in my opinion, that you retired from active competition. Yeah, okay. You're playing fucking the wine story because you're retired from fucking active competition. Bro, come on, man. Come on. You just lied, in my opinion. You lied. You lied to these people are fucking. These people don't know any better, and they're like, "Oh, let me make a video about Hakoom," and oh, this terrible thing happened to Hakoom. Terrible, terrible. Let's talk about it, people. The greatest gamer in the world, known to man, and oh my God, what he's done for me and everyone, and oh my God, it's so amazing. They wronged him, Sony. He's been retired since 2021 from competition. Yeah, retired and playing Super Onion Boy 2 because he just wants to play. Well, you said you hate shovelware. You knocked me that I didn't even catch that. Unknown had to tell me he's knocking me because I'm going to pass him. And here's the funny thing. He knows, even if he's not in competition, he knows who's going to pass him. I'm about to pass him. I've made a lot of videos about him, not like personally, but that I was going to in competition. So he knows. So he pulls this shit right before I pass him. It didn't bother him when Raining Elbows passed him. It bothers him when I pass him. So he's got to make this whole bullshit accusation that shovelware is that's how like I'll beat him. You're playing it, bro. You're playing them. So I think I just proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're full of crap. I can't even. It's so much. See, now we're in 2021. You're playing the same games that you played as if you're not retired. See, so like I'm gonna stop sharing it. I've seen enough. Apple slash. Yeah, I mean, okay. I've seen enough. Hayden, I know you're coming. I saw. That's gonna be awesome, bro. No, I beat Hakoom. That's the whole point. But I just was going over the bullshit about as I was about to beat him. He's announcing he's done or whatever. Timing is just amazing. Again, Hakoom, Nothing against you, man. We all have our good days and bad days, but you can't expect, like, see, I would watch your video and know the real deal, but these other people making videos on you or you yourself, like, they don't look into shit. Like, what's with the laziness? If you're making a claim that shovelware has destroyed the industry and you hate shovelware, you hate it, hate it. I hate shovelware. Whatever. Oh, you're playing shovelware. Thousands of platinums. So, let me say this. Um, Again, even if somebody's better than you, you gotta respect that they're better than you. Or even that someone's ahead of you, you gotta respect that they're ahead of you or behind you or whatever. And I don't think you have ever recognized anybody that's in competition with you. Maybe you believe the story. Maybe you believe the legend and all these things that come from people praising you that you're the number one gamer in the world, whatever. Maybe you feel you really are. Maybe you feel you don't. Maybe you feel like more than what it is. But to say that, to make a video, forget about the accusations you're making towards Sony and all this stuff. To make a video and say that you have retired from active competition and that you purely hate shovelware, and that brought down the industry and made you so sick you wanted to get out of competition. Besides the fact you're mad at Sony, whatever, right? But then you want to knock me and say it's pay to win. Well, didn't you not pay for anything? Because wasn't stuff given to you for free? So it would be very easy for you. See, here's the thing I'm against too is like, if you were the top gamer in the world and you did it on your own and you bought your own stuff, I could see Sony be like, oh, he's the number one place. Let's give him a PlayStation. Let's give him this. But to say that you were given just about so much free stuff. So in other words, they would enable you to continue to be number one by giving you every game there is while we're buying them all, right? So isn't it a thing that to be honored that you're getting thousands of free games and we're working, whether a full-time job or whether as a YouTuber or whatever way income's coming in, we're working to have the money to buy the games to be in competition. Isn't it something to say about the people that are actually buying the games to get where they're at, like me? Where you want to say you're saying you got all the stuff for free. If it was a respect thing and you did the right thing, even though you don't wouldn't like the competition with people, or even me, you should have been like, oh, I see you're gonna pass me, congratulations, or good luck to you, or I know who you are, or whatever. Not a dig, not a dig like, oh, well, you're gonna pay to beat me or pay to win. That's a dig, and I was being nice to you. I didn't, you know, even when competition, I was being nice to you, but I find that that's a screwed up comment, honestly. Twitter, you know. I feel personally you knew I was going to pass you, and the timing is really bad. That maybe you think take away my victory importance because to the world you make them believe you're retired. Well, you've been retired since 2021, bro. All honesty, in my opinion, if you're retired since 2021, one more time, and You hate shovelware and you're going to play just what you want to play? Why are you playing shovelware? Why for years you're playing shovelware to add thousands of trophies of platinums to your account? Because somewhere, even if you did retire, you're not really retired because you're looking at everybody else's trophies and you're like, oh, I can't lose that bad. I need to stop. So this is why I feel after I passed him that at some point in time, the ego is going to take control with him and he's not going to like it that everybody is passing him, even though he's not in competition. He's not going to like it that everyone's passing him. One more time. So you're going to see a change of heart, or maybe he won't say anything and he'll just get 1,000 platinums or 2 or 3. Because even if he's mad at Sony or whatever, it's still his legacy. It's still his personal thing to not want the whole damn community to pass him. So again, we're going to take a look at this and I'm going to tell you and make a prediction for 2025 that Hakoom will return. He will return. I just want to get to the screen and then I can screen share it. Yeah, okay. All right. So the number one people in America, TJ Meat. Number 2, Raining Elbows. Number 3, Mr. Dealer 21, right? And then on number 4. And here's Hakoom. Now, right under Hakoom is C. Saliva 1980, right? He's going to pass Hakoom. And Hakoom's going to be number 6 this year. This guy, Moribund, looks like he may pass him. He could pass him, too. So that would make Hakoom number 7. And then maybe number 8, number 9, number 10 will pass Hakoom maybe this year. Then Hakoom's going to drop beyond 10. Okay. So now you've seen that, right? Let me go into the world title, which I'm 52. All right. So right above me is KJH 203 2268. I'll probably beat him a week or so. So let me go to the next tier. Number 1. So number 1 gamer in the world is David 123. Okay. So David, I'm not even near you. We're not even in the same solar system. So I can't even compete with you yet. You are number 1 in the world, and you are number 1 you're in Canada. Okay. So you have 12,077 platinums and 316,576 trophies, and your star count is 2,866. So there's no, I'm nowhere near you. And Caro 3C Grabber 9, that people made famous videos about that person getting a whole bunch. All right, so this is basically what it is. And where's my buddy Tonak? Hold on. TJ Meat is 23. Let's see, where's my friend? Did I miss him? Oh, there he is. He's had a TJ meet, number 19. Tonette, 1601 is 19 in the world. So this is the group. This is the group, the World League on PlayStation Profiles, everybody. Raining Elbows, 34. Let's just take a look at Raining Elbows. What has he got? Just curious. 7,792. Okay, put that on the list. Got to beat him eventually. So he's far ahead. Yeah, I don't like that magnitude game. You like that game? I don't like that game at all. But anyway, all right. Let's see. All right, back to here I am. So yeah, I'm not playing right now. Obviously, I've been playing all day, taking a break, but getting tons of trophies, thousands of trophies in a week, getting tons of platinums. Sometimes I don't get any platinums in a day. Sometimes I'll get 20, 30. It is what it is, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video on the gaming. I gotta say, from personal preference to play, I do like those walking simulators, and I bought it not with the intent to platinum it, but to tend to beat it, like to have fun. But of course, I don't like buying games without platinums. I do not research it. My bad, because usually you need to research it. If I had a game browser would tell me, here, that doesn't have the platinum, but nope, gotta do it on my own. My mistake, because again, I would not want to buy a game that does not have a platinum. So Mind Loop, I did a live stream, and the funny thing is, I beat the game in the first try when I did the live stream and was upset because it was so damn easy. And I felt it was an insult to Exit 8, Exit 9, The Street 10, Slum 11, Project 13, all these different walking simulator games. It was a joke that I beat it immediately and then find out I didn't get the platinum. You would think, all right, you beat the game, you get the platinum. No platinum trophies, and you still didn't get all the trophies. And it's like, how is that fair? So I was very disappointed because I bought it for, if you want to say selfish purposes, not competition purposes, because I have to play the walking simulators and nothing to do with competition. So very disappointed because I always want a platinum, and that was not cool. Usually this day and age, I buy with a budget because I try to get all the dollar games, the $2 games, the $3 games, the $4 games, and then try to go higher after I clean it out. Because I'm in competition, you got to get as many platinums as possible, and because money's low, I'm trying to get as many games as I can within that amount of money I'm going to spend. So that's why you'll see me buy and play some of these cheapy games. And yes, I will play other stuff like Sonic Origins or whatever that I just love personally to play. Or you'll see me play while I'm in competition also. Sometimes you'll see me play. You'll be like, oh my god, Matrix was playing Resident Evil, Matrix was playing God of War. I will be playing that. But competition wise, it's all about quantity because everybody's playing the most, trying to get the most platinums in there. So looking at my platinum count, immediately I would say, well, before I was struggling, and I'm like, oh, don't go to bed yet. Try to get those 3 to make it 7,440, and then take a nap and wake up and get 10 more. Didn't work out that way because once you're tired, you're tired. Can't force myself to play. So I went to sleep for hours. Woke up and a little disoriented and just ate. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do a podcast by myself and just talk about this whole day in review of my gaming, um, and talking to you guys, the audience. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy I beat Hakoom. It's something, you know, I had to prove to myself, and even more so when Joe said I couldn't do it, my son Joe. I wanted to show, oh, of course I can, because you don't want to hear that as a dad you can't accomplish something. So that was even more so of a thing that lit the fire under my ass, is to prove to my kids that I can. Which they're not kids anymore; they're 26 and 24. But Joseph and Anthony. But anyway, the journey continues. I had the notebooks ready, and I'm like calculating. And, all right, what am I going to do tomorrow? And I was making a log like the past 2 days what I've been doing. Tomorrow will be hopefully another big gaming day. Um, I plan it to be. And when I get this new controller Saturday, or hopefully before, then I will revisit the games that I couldn't play because of the drift, like Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, or anything that required the controller to be at its 100% really. So you're going to see me play Pac-Man again once I get this freaking controller. I can't believe it was getting me really upset that it's taking so long to get this damn controller. But then again, you want free shipping, so like Saturday. But I didn't hear back from Amazon that it was shipped, so that alarms me. So I may just cancel it and then just buy it in GameStop, because I don't have no patience for waiting till Saturday. I want a new controller tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. More than likely, I'll probably get the controller tomorrow and I'll wait till Saturday. I really want a Platinum Pac-Man Championship Edition too. I really do. It's a personal thing. I grew up on Pac-Man, so, and it's hard. And I like hard games. I don't shy away from hard games. The biggest misconception people have is that they see you playing shovelware games, and they don't see you playing the hard games, and they don't think you can play the hard games because they judge, they prejudge, they try to make it easy to explain Matrix Lord 2 and 2. So they'll be like, oh, we get shovelware games. But they don't dive deep, and they don't look, oh, wow, Crash Bandicoot's a really hard game to play. Oh, wow, he did Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. Oh, wow, he did Spider-Man. Even though a lot of people got platinum for Spider-Man, you know, I'm playing. And Bloodborne, oh, that's a Dark Souls game. Wow, he platinumed one of the hardest games. They'll see me play Super Meat Boy. And now that I have, when I get the new controller, there's a reason why I wasn't playing those games. It's because of the drift. The controller was malfunctioning, and in order to play games like Super Meat Boy, you need a controller that works. Because if it moves, you're dead, and you have to have the jumps specific. So you need a controller that's 100%. And even my PS4 controller was not 100% either, because I can't play Blood Waves with PS4 because I can't run for some reason with the controller. So now that I get the new controller coming, you will see me play Super Meat Boy. You will see me play Super Meat Boy forever. You'll see me play Splasher, and it will make sense to you why I stopped playing them. And you're like, oh, because of the drift. You'll get it finally. Because when I get the platinums, then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's why. It's not that he just played shovelware. It's the controller was broken, and he didn't play these big games. So there'll be no excuses. I get a new controller, they'll have to be platinums. All these big games. So there is no excuse then. Okay. So and I don't care. I want to platinum them anyway. So I am tired. So excuse me being like mopey. I just woke up a little while ago. Um, I gotta wash my face, really get into it, and then go into this new round of gaming. Um, which would be, I guess, after 12 o'clock. Yeah, new day. It's a new day. So, besides gaming, I gotta say, I saw that Star Trek thing where, and it was done by produced by William Shatner, produced by Gene Roddenberry's kid, produced by Leonard Nimoy's wife. Like everybody worked on it. It's by Paramount. It's canon. And I guess the thing is that because it's we know that it's CGI and deep fake and all kinds of stuff, but it's with William Shatner, so it's allowed, and it's just like it's canon because I guess we couldn't have it that Kirk died in Generations, which I agree. Um, not really sure how he comes back to life, but they did imply it in Picard season 3. I think they had Kirk's body. If you have Kirk's body, you're trying to revive him, I guess. But somehow he gets revived. Somehow he gets sent to the other universe to say goodbye to Spock, and then it's implied that after Spock dies, he comes back to the Prime universe, but in the future where Picard season 3 takes place. So it's Kirk in the future, and what will happen? Will he have a whole new crew? Obviously, because everybody's gone. But you have Captain Kirk, probably as a captain again of a ship, probably Enterprise, I would think, um, in the future. Well, is it really the future now? Well, to him it's the future, but I guess it's present tense now with the Next Generation. So, um, and again, as long as he allows it, if technology gets better, you could see him appear in movies that way. I guess young Kirk. Well, not exactly young Kirk, but like young, like not young Kirk, but like a young Kirk, but not like old Kirk. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with um, them doing that, and him with Next Generation crew or whatever. That'd be interesting in that timeline, I guess. I mean, the Prime Star Trek Prime universe. Just crazy that Spock died in another universe. But if I were them, I would just have Kirk, that young Kirk, appear in the new Star Trek movie with Christopher Pine, which has old Spock, and now you have, original Kirk, and then him go back to, and that would be the thing is that he came to this universe for Spock, but now he's got to get back to his universe, and you can do a whole movie about it. Or you could connect it where they repair the universe or they do whatever, and he goes back to his universe. Yeah, you could have William Shatner in a Star Trek movie with them. Could if you wanted to. I would think it would be freaking cool. 2 Kirks running around. That would be pretty awesome. It boggles the mind if you could do that with Ricardo Montalban too. Like you just have Khan back. I don't think that's possible, but maybe with technology, you would have a. You imagine? You imagine having a new movie with everybody and Khan again? Like how would you? I know he died, right? But would you say that the ship blew up? The ship landed on Genesis, and then he was reborn like Spock, and then somehow got off. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. Crazy. Khan is like the greatest villain, honestly. When my dad took me to see that in the Lane Theater when I was a kid, that was like the greatest space battle thing. You've never had a space battle like that. Even Star Wars could not compare to the actual battle with the Enterprise versus Khan ship. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. On the edge of your seat, the score, the space battle, and then this is what they've always wanted in every movie is to have a space battle like that, and they could never duplicate it. Ever. They tried so hard, and they still try to this day, and they can never get it. They can never get it like that. I mean, the Next Generation, you had good battles with the Borg ship. Those are memorable, but nothing ever compares to Kirk versus Khan in Star Trek, the Wrath of Khan, greatest fucking space battle ever of all time. Always will be. Nothing will ever beat that. Just like when it comes to time travel movies, Back to the Future, top time travel movie. Doctor Who, top time travel show. Period. So Doctor Who's coming back too, and I'll be doing podcasts and videos, of course, like I did before. Try to get the gang back together, like Hayden. Talk about Doctor Who. Get his take on. I don't know about this Christmas special. I mean, we all love Stephen Moffat. Happy birthday, Stephen Moffat, by the way. It was. Well, now it's a new day. Now it's not his birthday anymore, but I think I got it in there. But over in UK, it's a day later. Anyway. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, this Christmas special, I don't know. It doesn't look like I'll like it, but I do love Stephen Moffat stuff, so maybe I will. We shall see. But again, it feels good beating Hakoom, having the fourth rank back. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the podcast. I'm going to go and have a snack, maybe get some coffee to wake up, and get my pads together, my notebooks. I'm going to look at the games I didn't finish. I'm going to look at the games that I want to purchase or should purchase or need to purchase tomorrow, or, well, it is tomorrow already, but to me, it's tomorrow when you wake up. So I'm going to be looking at stuff to buy. I may just, I don't know. I usually say that once everything is bought, then if I have money, I can get the S Mobile games. I do love S Mobile. But it was easy for me to get S Mobile games when I was working. When I'm not working, and on a tight budget, $7.57 for one game, it's hard because got to get quantity. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I could sneak in some S Mobile games tomorrow, that would be great. If I can get them all, that would be great. What did I calculate to get the rest of the S Mobile games? Yeah, it's not happening tomorrow. That's like $1,000 because there's a whole other region I think of I don't have. They started now putting out a new region for the S Mobile games. I think they weren't released before, but I got to look into and research what games they're up to. I know Football Plus, and they got all their new stuff like once, not every region, but I love S Mobile. They're my favorite indie company. Much love to them, totally. And I want to play their stuff. I do. That's like a thing. Like I would actually want to play the S Mobile games because they're always good to me. So I'll try to get some in there tomorrow. All right, I'm rambling. Look, whether you love me, you don't love me. You're gonna have to watch me because I'm gonna go for the third rank, second rank, first rank, and then the world title. So get used to it. All right, take care. Bye for now.